can it be a better appellation than an appellation called Darling? Honestly, on the marketing side, I mean, nobody can dream of a better name. However, Darling got much more to offer than just a marketing trick. It's actually a traditional growing region of South Africa. And we are now tasting this Darling Cellars Old Bush Vine Chenin Blanc 2020, which is coming from vineyards which are heritage certified. It's been planted in 1980 and 1981. No, it's in front. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Therefore, it's vineyards which are 40 years old, and that's clearly giving something to the wine, Kathy.
Oh, yes, it is, in spades. So we have in front of us really quite a deep hue already, but I think that that's coming maybe a little bit from the bottle age and most definitely from the oak barrels that this wine has been matured in. But what you're getting from the old vines is a real intensity. When I nosed this wine first, what I got immediately was the oak. I picked up a lot of oak there, but that is now a thing of the past. It's gone. What I am getting is real intense Chenin fruit. And this, I think, is a Chenin character you do not get in the Loire anywhere. It's really intense, peachy fruit. White peaches, fresh white peaches, dried white peaches. There's a little bit of maikaki boss and acacia thorn tree kind of element coming through there as a top note of dustiness. And that intensity persists from the nose onto the palate. It's really very fruitful and quite long.
And it would be, for some people trying to find classic markers of Chenin Blanc, let's say we want to find green apple or apple in Chenin Blanc, that would be very difficult on that wine, huh?
Absolutely.
It's the peachy side is more prominent. Maybe we can slide slightly with some ripe pears, but we're clearly not on an appley wine. It's on a much riper style, a much more intense style. And yes, all vines provide this ability to give the quintessence of what Chenin is, probably very small yield. I think they produce only like 3,700 bottles of that wine. So we are very lucky today. It's a Chenin Blanc that probably has been made in bush vine, unirrigated, therefore fairly low yields. We have an acidity which is not massive, an alcohol at 14, just a touch of 2.8 grams of sugar, which doesn't make it noticeable, but just probably that's what the wine naturally stopped fermenting for being such an intense must from the grapes when they've been pressed. It's the color is a marker on that wine. You can see the barrel aging or the barrel fermentation has been making color intense, but as well, remember, older vines tend to give thicker skins and therefore a slightly more colorful wine. So don't judge the wine by the label. On the other hand, we say no, just read the label for everything you drink. But here you might have a very unusual Chenin Blanc, unusual in the sense, not that what Chenin Blanc should not be like that, but what we are used to Chenin Blanc. It's a riper, peachier fruit.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely. And I think the other marker for this is the intensity of that fruit. This is
massive wine.
This is by far the most intense white wine we've tasted in our lineup so far. So really look out for that.
So if you got a big one, it's got this clear peach aroma with this hint of vanilla coming from the oak. Darling Cellar, Old Bush Vine, Chenin Blanc 2020.